See what the land of smiles is all about. Welcome to Mojo Travels, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 reasons to visit Sri Lanka in 2019. Are you a fan of our videos? Be sure to subscribe to Mojo Travels and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at the best attractions and experiences this island nation has to offer. Number 10. Surfing. In recent years, tourists have been flocking to Sri Lanka to check out its many surfing spots. There's no shortage of sun, sand, and sea, making it an ideal place to ride the waves. You can go on your own or stay at one of the island's many surfing retreats, where those without experience can get access to boards and lessons. It's also popular to combine surfing getaways with yoga, adding an extra element of relaxation to the experience. Sri Lanka is slowly but surely becoming more and more popular with Western tourists because of the surfing opportunities on offer. So better to go sooner rather than later and beat the crowds. Number 9. Adams Peak. This mountain towers over the Sri Lankan rainforests, inviting people from around the world to make the popular pilgrimage to its peak. While it's not the tallest mountain in the country, it is widely considered to be the most important. It's famous for the sacred footprint or Shripada embedded in a rock near its summit. Depending on which religion you ask, this footprint might belong to a number of different figures, but always an individual of significance. A Christian or Muslim would tell you the footprint belongs to Adam, hence the name Adam's Peak. However, a Buddhist would tell you it belongs to Buddha, and a Hindu to Shiva. Number 8. Sigiriya. This ancient rock fortress is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and has even been touted by some as the 8th wonder of the world. It's definitely not something you want to miss on a trip to Sri Lanka. The large rock was, according to legend, chosen by King Kasyapa as the location of his new palace and the country's capital. The ruins of the palace and city still exist on top, and about halfway up you'll find the Lion Rock, a gigantic and very impressive carving of a lion's head built 1,500 years ago. Here you can also marvel at the surviving frescoes of the Sheltered Gallery, a small taste of the artwork that once adorned the rock. Number 7. The Urukanala Vihara Temple. A journey into hell might not be what you expect when you go on vacation, but given that it's one of the most unique Buddhist temples in the world, it would be a shame not to check out Urukanala. The temple, which is just outside the village of Dikwela, is the location of Sri Lanka's largest statue of Buddha, which is over 160 feet tall. But to reach Buddha, you first need to pass through the Tunnel of Hell. You'll be subjected to graphic depictions of demons torturing unfortunate souls and sinners who submitted to temptation, on your way to a very literal enlightenment. Be warned, this temple is seriously gruesome, but it's also utterly unique and captivating. Number 6. Dambulla Cave Temple. This heritage site is one of the most sacred and important places for Buddhists in the world. So while the caves are open to tourists, one needs to be careful, respectful, and abide by the rules when visiting. The images of Buddha in the caves, which include murals, paintings, and over 150 statues, date back over 2,000 years to when King Velagamba took refuge there. He had the caves carved into the intricate temple complex that survives today, and to which many more kings and artists have contributed over the years. The art and architecture have continued to be added to and embellished as recently as the 20th century. Number 5. Wildlife. Sri Lanka is home to a rich and diverse assortment of creatures, including endangered and rare animals you might not have the opportunity to see elsewhere. You can find monkeys nearly everywhere, including wandering through the country's larger cities. Of course, if you really want to appreciate the wildlife, you'll need to leave the beaten path in favor of a rainforest excursion or safari. National parks like Yala or Udawalawe allow you to see leopards, elephants, sloth bears, and more monkeys, while heading to the coast means you might encounter dolphins, whales, and sea turtles. You could honestly build a whole vacation just around seeing the fauna Sri Lanka has to offer. Number 4. Sri Lankan cuisine. Every country has its own unique food, and Sri Lanka is no exception. There are plenty of great dishes to try that you won't be able to find anywhere else in the world. A popular street food dish is kotu roti, a stir-fry with many different ingredients that began life as a way to use up leftovers and avoid them going to waste. There are also many types of curry, ranging from sour fish curry, or fish ambul tiyal, jackfruit curry, or polos, to the most common paripu, also known as dal curry, which is made out of lentils and plenty of veggies. Finally, egg hoppers are versatile crepe or pancake-like foods usually made from rice and coconut milk. Number 3. Beaches. The beaches in Sri Lanka may be great for surfing, but these golden sands equally have plenty to offer more traditional beachgoers. The Southwest has earned the unofficial nickname the Sri Lankan Riviera because of its breathtaking beauty and golden shores. Negombo Beach is one of the most popular locations for tourists staying in Colombo, as well as the busier Gullface Green, though you might want to go further afield for something quieter. Beruela is a relatively relaxed part of the Golden Mile, but for a really memorable vacation, you'll need to head to one of the whale-watching beaches, like Marissa or Kalpitia. Number 2. Tea trails. Sri Lanka is famous for its Ceylon tea, and if you're the sort of person who likes to see where your food and drink comes from, then a trip along the tea trails is for you. With vast areas of country dedicated to tea plantations, you can actually stay in luxury bungalows along the trails and see how the tea is grown and cultivated. The Ceylon tea trails specifically are easily the most popular of all these, covering a total area of over 770 square miles, producing over 660 million pounds of tea each year. There's clearly no such thing as too much tea, and even if you don't stay on the trails, you can still buy and drink it anywhere. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. Number 1. Festivals. Everybody enjoys a good festival, and Sri Lanka has no shortage of beautiful cultural ceremonies you can witness. Each month, the country has a Puja, a celebration of Buddhism that takes place every full moon and is always a national holiday. Then there's the annual Vesak or Buddha Day, which celebrates Buddha's birthday, lasts for about a week, and is one of the most important Buddhist holidays of all. To name one more, though there are many others to discover, if you go to the city of Kandy in Sri Lanka's central province, there's the Isala Perahera, or Festival of the Tooth, which features humans and elephants alike wearing astounding costumes. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from Mojo Travels, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.